Hello, wonderful people, and a huge, warm welcome to each and every one of you tuning in today. Before we dive into the absolutely fascinating topic we have lined up, I want to take a genuine moment to send my very best wishes your way. No matter where you are, what you're doing, or what time of day it is, I truly hope you are feeling fantastic, full of energy, and in the best of health. It's a joy to have you here, and I'm so excited to explore something with you that is literally right before our eyes, yet we often overlook its mind-blowing complexity. Today, we are going to talk about the incredible, living, breathing suit of armor that you wear every single day of your life. We're going to explore the amazing truth that your skin is not just a covering, it is your body's largest organ. That's right, this flexible, stretchable, often taken for granted outer layer is a full-fledged organ, just like your heart or your liver, but it's so much more than that. It's a dynamic, multitasking marvel that is constantly working to protect you, communicate for you, and keep you alive and well. So, let's get ready to appreciate this masterpiece of biological engineering in a whole new way. When we think of organs, we usually picture internal things, like the brain safely encased in its skull or the heart pumping away inside the chest. We don't often stop to think that the skin is an organ too. But by the very definition, an organ is a group of tissues that work together to perform a specific job, and the skin fits that description perfectly. In fact, it's not just an organ, it's the largest one you have. If you could somehow peel it off and lay it flat, the average adult's skin would cover an area of about 2 square meters, which is roughly the size of a large door. And it's not lightweight either, it accounts for about 15% of your total body weight. So, you are carrying around a door-sized, multifunctional, self-repairing biological wonder every second of the day. Its job description is the most extensive of any organ, acting as a shield, a thermostat, a sensor, a synthesizer, and so much more. It's the ultimate interface between you and the outside world, and it handles that incredibly important job with astonishing skill. To really understand how it does all of this, we need to take a journey through its layers. Your skin isn't just one single sheet, it's made up of 3 primary layers, each with its own unique structure and super important responsibilities. The layer we see and interact with is called the epidermis. This is the outermost layer, your body's first line of defense against absolutely everything the world throws at you. The word epidermis itself comes from Greek, meaning over skin, which is perfectly fitting. Now, the epidermis is mostly made up of cells called keratinocytes. These are amazing little factories whose entire job is to produce a tough, durable protein called keratin. Keratin is the same stuff that makes up your hair and your fingernails, and it's incredibly strong and waterproof. But here's one of the coolest things about your epidermis, it's almost entirely made of dead cells. Wait, what? That's right. The skin you see when you look at your hand is not actually alive. The living cells are deeper down. These keratinocyte cells are born at the very bottom layer of the epidermis, and as they mature, they get pushed upward towards the surface by newer cells being born beneath them. On this journey upwards, they fill up with keratin, and their soft, living interior slowly dies, creating a tough, flattened, and waterproof outer shell. This process is constant, and we are shedding thousands of these dead skin cells every minute of every day. In fact, a lot of the dust you find on your furniture at home is actually made of your old skin cells. This outer layer of dead cells is absolutely crucial because it takes all the abuse from the outside world so the living cells underneath don't have to. It protects us from scrapes, minor cuts, and it prevents water from leaking out of our bodies or from the environment rushing in. But the epidermis is more than just keratinocytes. It also houses other very special cells. One type is called melanocytes. These are your body's built-in sunscreen factories. They produce a pigment called melanin, which gives your skin, your hair, and your eyes their color. When you go out in the sun, these cells kick into high gear, producing more melanin to protect the deeper layers of your skin from the damaging effects of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. This is what we call a tan. It's literally your body's shield darkening to protect you. Another important cell living in the epidermis is the Langerhans cell. Think of these as the secret service agents of your skin. They are part of your immune system, constantly on patrol, sampling little bits of material from the surface. If they encounter a potential invader, like a virus or bad bacteria, they sound the alarm and call in the heavy artillery of your immune system to deal with the threat before it can get a foothold inside your body. Beneath this tough, protective epidermis lies the second layer, the dermis. If the epidermis is the tough exterior wall of a fortress, the dermis is the bustling city inside, full of infrastructure and activity. This layer is much thicker than the epidermis and is where all the real action happens. It's made mostly of a protein called collagen, which gives the skin its strength and structure, and elastin, which, as the name suggests, gives the skin its elasticity and ability to bounce back after being stretched. This is why young skin is so smooth and firm. It's packed with healthy collagen and elastin. The dermis is an incredibly busy place because it's absolutely packed with blood vessels. These tiny capillaries do several critical jobs. First, they deliver oxygen and essential nutrients to the living cells in both the dermis and the lower layers of the epidermis, since the epidermis itself has no blood vessels. Second, they play a huge role in regulating your body temperature. When you're too hot, these blood vessels dilate, or get wider, bringing more warm blood close to the surface of the skin so that the heat can radiate out into the air around you. This is why you look flushed when you're hot. When you're cold, the opposite happens. The blood vessels constrict, or get narrower, to keep warm blood away from the cold surface and deeper in your body to keep your vital organs warm. This is why we look pale when we're cold. The dermis is also the home of your sweat glands. You have millions of these tiny tubes coiled up in the dermis, with ducts that wind their way up through the epidermis to open out onto the surface of your skin. Their main job is to produce sweat, which is mostly water and salt. When that sweat evaporates off your skin, it takes a lot of heat with it, providing a super efficient cooling system for your entire body. Then there are your sebaceous glands, which are usually attached to hair follicles. These glands produce an oily substance called sebum. Sebum is your body's natural moisturizer. It gets secreted onto the skin and hair to keep them soft, supple, and waterproof. Without sebum, your skin would dry out, crack, and become a very ineffective barrier. But perhaps the most fascinating things in the dermis are your nerve endings. This is your sensory headquarters. The dermis is packed with a vast and complex network of specialized nerves that can detect an incredible range of sensations. Some nerves are wrapped around the base of hairs, making them incredibly sensitive to the lightest touch, like a breeze or a crawling insect. Others are specialized to detect pressure, vibration, heat, cold, and, of course, pain. These sensations are not just for your information, they are crucial warning systems. The feeling of pain from something sharp or hot makes you pull away instantly, preventing serious injury. This rich sensory network allows you to experience the physical world in exquisite detail, from the comforting warmth of a hug to the soft texture of a blanket. The third and deepest layer of your skin is the hypodermis, also known as the subcutaneous tissue. This layer is mostly made up of fat cells, called adipocytes, and connective tissue. Think of the hypodermis as the insulation and padding layer. This fat layer acts as a shock absorber, protecting your internal organs and bones from impacts and bumps. It's also your body's primary energy reserve, storing calories for when you need them. And just like the fat layer on a marine mammal, it provides excellent insulation, helping to conserve your body's heat and keep you warm in cold environments. The hypodermis also anchors your skin to the underlying muscles and bones, giving it that ability to move somewhat independently. All these layers working together make the skin an unparalleled protective barrier. It is physically tough, thanks to keratin and collagen. It's chemically resistant. Its slightly acidic surface, often called the acid mantle, creates an environment that is hostile to many harmful bacteria and fungi. And it's biologically active, with its immune cells constantly on guard. But its jobs go far beyond just protection. Your skin is a master of temperature regulation, as we talked about, using blood flow and sweat to act as a highly sophisticated thermostat for your entire body. It is also a crucial part of your immune system, with those Langerhans cells acting as early warning sentinels. Furthermore, your skin plays a vital role in vitamin production. When the ultraviolet B rays from sunlight hit your skin, they trigger a reaction in the epidermis that converts a cholesterol-like substance into vitamin D. Vitamin D is absolutely essential for absorbing calcium from your food to build strong bones, and it also supports your immune system and muscle function. It's so important that your body has this built-in system to make its own. And we cannot forget that your skin is a powerful tool for communication. It flushes when we are embarrassed, pales when we are scared, and gets clammy when we are nervous. These unconscious reactions broadcast our emotional state to the world. The sense of touch facilitated by the skin is fundamental to human connection, from a comforting hand on the shoulder to the bond between a parent and a child. Your skin is a living, breathing, constantly renewing testament to the brilliance of human biology. It's a resilient, multitasking marvel that deserves our care and respect. So, the next time you look in the mirror, remember you're not just looking at your reflection. You're looking at your body's largest, hardest working organ, your personal force field, your built-in climate control system, and your connection to the world. Thank you so much for spending this time learning about the incredible world of you. Take good care of your amazing skin, stay hydrated, and as always, be well and stay healthy.